Welcome to Santhi BMW. Today I just wanted to make a quick video about the new X6 Competition. So I'll just do a delivery kind of video. So whenever a customer buys a car, I go through the car with them, I answer all the questions they have, and I show them all the technology. So that's something I'm going to do for you guys today. I'll just go through the whole car, showing you all the features and all the technology. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first thing I'll show you guys is the exterior of the car, everything on the outside. So first feature, on the key, if you press and hold the unlock button, which is the button on the top, it takes a few seconds, but you will see all the windows start to lower. So this is a great feature during summer. It allows the car to cool down without you having to go in. Now you can close the windows in two ways. You can press and hold the BMW logo, which is the lock button, or you can also use the comfort access right here in the handle. So if I put my finger here and I hold it, it takes a few seconds, and as you can see, everything goes up. So that's how that works. Now, comfort access means that you can lock the car from the exterior of the car, or you can unlock it as well. So I locked it by putting the finger right here, and you can unlock it by grabbing the handle. So that's how that works. Now, if you want to fill up the car, you have to first unlock the car. So right now I'll unlock it, and now you can give it a push right here. There you go. So that's how that works. If the car is locked, it will not open up. There you go. Now we're just gonna go to the back. The back, we can open it in 4 different ways. The first one is from the inside of the car. The second way is from the key fob. The third way is from the handle. So right here there is a handle you can use. Or the third one is with the kick. So I'm just going to use the kick. You go in and out. No, I wasn't close enough. In and out, and there you go. It opens up. So this is what the X6 looks like when it's opened. Now I'm gonna go show you guys the inside of the car. So for a new BMW, you guys will get an owner's manual, first aid kit, fabric mats, windshield fluid, engine oil, and wheel lock, and recovery tow hook. So that's everything that you guys will get. And in this car, it's a little bit messy, it's down there, but when you get a new BMW, it's going to be nice and organized. So there you go. That's where you find all of that. Now you can drop the seats from here. So if I pull this handle, the seats will drop, and I can do the same from there as well. So that's everything for this area of the car. Now I'm just gonna close it. You can close it by pushing this button, or you can use the kick feature as well. There you go, beautiful car. Now what I do is I go into the front of the car and I show them all the technology. So if this is your first BMW, you may want to take a look at this area. So right here, you can fold in the mirrors by pushing this button. So if I push that, you can see the mirrors fold in. If I push it again, the mirrors open up. Now if you want to adjust the left mirror, you move this to the left, and you use this circle to adjust it, and you can do the same for the right mirror. This is just for the windows, and this is the child lock for the back for the windows, so they don't play too much with the windows. Now right here, you can unlock the car, you can open the trunk, you can save the memory sitting. So once you set up your profile, I would be able to show you that if you come into the dealership, you can save your sitting position, a steering wheel position, and mirror position. So whenever you come in the car with your key, you can just press number 1 and it will go into your driving position, right? So that's what that is. And you have 2 different positions, as you can see, in case you have an additional driver. Now you also get the massage seats. So if you push that, actually I'm just gonna jump in the car and I'll show you guys how that works. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. This car has comfort access. That means that it closes itself very softly. So all I do is I just touch it, and it closes itself. But anyways, so I wanted to show you, the massage seats. So what I do is I click this button right here. Do you see there are 3 different levels? If you go to number 3, that's the highest. And let me check if I can show you here. So it shows you right there exactly what the car is doing. So it's very nice, I like it. It's nothing too strong, it's going to be quite soft, but that's the feature you get. Now down here we got the lights. All you need to know is that if it's in automatic, it will do everything for you. You get the fog lights right here, off, on, and these are the parking lights. So these are used in Germany. No need to use them in Canada. Now if we go up here, you get two buttons, BC and automatic high beams. BC stands for board computer, so if I push that button, you will see the information here changing. Let me just lower the steering wheel. Now if I push that, you will see the information on the right side changes. There you go. So you can just play around with it. You can choose what you use the most. Now right below it, we got the automatic high beam. Whenever you're driving and it's nighttime, you just click that once. It activates the high beams. That means that whenever a car is coming to you, the high beams on this car are going to lower automatically, and then when the car is gone, it's going to put them back up once again. That's what that is. Now right here on the steering wheel, you get M1 and M2. These are different driving styles. So what some customers do is that for M1, they make the car the sportiest possible. M2, they go for the most comfortable. So I can do that right now. Down here, we can adjust it. So if I press setup, this shows up, and now I can change everything. So let's say for the engine, I want it to be a Sport Plus. I want the chassis to be a Sport Plus. I want the steering to be a Sport. Actually, no, steering I like it comfort, so it's not very stiff, but it still gets the driving experience. Oh, sorry. Nope, I clicked something, no worries. And the brake, I would do Sport. Now, if you guys are happy with this configuration, you go right here and you press and hold number 1. There you go. It takes a few seconds and it saves it. So that's how that works. Now M2, if I want everything to be comfortable, I can go efficient, comfort, comfort. Oh, I think I was pointing too high. So I just want efficient, comfort, comfort, comfort. Now if I go down here and I press and hold number 2, it will go into, it would save this setup as number 2. So if I want to go into sporty, I just click 1, M1 right here. This happens. If I click M2, that happens. There you go. Now on this area we get the adaptive cruise control. This is quite advanced. This is, I wish I would be able to drive the car right now to show you, but basically what it is you press this to turn it on, and this cruise control is actually going to drive itself in a way. It's going to keep you inside the lane, so if you fall asleep or you get distracted and you go outside of the lane, the car is actually going to pull you back in. So yeah, what you do is you push this first to turn it on, then you accelerate up to, let's say, 100 kilometers per hour. Once you get to 100, you press set, and it's going to keep it there. So first you will see this symbol as gray. That means that it's not active. You need to press set to fully activate it. As soon as you press set, it's going to show up as yellow. You will see this symbol showing up as yellow. That's to let you know that you just need to let go of the gas, and as soon as you let go of the gas, it's going to become green. So this symbol, you will see it on the head-up display, which will be showing up right there. As soon as it's green, it means that it's fully working. You just let go and relax. The car will ask you to hold on to the steering wheel just to make sure you're not falling asleep, but it will do everything for you. Now you can also adjust the distance between you and the car in front of you. If you want to increase the distance, you push this. If you want to decrease it, you push that. So that's how that works. Right below this, we have the heating steering wheel down here, and then we got the different media controls. So you can adjust the volume, voice command, you can answer the phone calls, you can hang up, and you can also change the different menus. So if I push this button, not the different menus, the different modes. If I push this button, it will take us into FM, push it again, take us into AM, music collection, Bluetooth, etc. So that's what that is. Now right here we got the wipers. Let me show you right here. So if you want it to go into automatic, you just go up once and it goes into automatic. Now the way that works is down here. It's kind of hard to see. It shows you all the different menus you get. So you get you get one time, you get 0, you get auto, you get 1 and 2. So what that means is if I go down once, it will just activate the wipers once. It will go like that and then stop. If I go up once, it goes into automatic. That's what I recommend. It will do everything for you. If I go up 1, it will start going slowly. If I go up a second time, it's going to start going really fast. So that's how that works. Now, if I take you guys into this area, first thing I want to show you is that green light. That's all the safety features. If I click that once, it takes us here. You can configure it at the configure individual. In this area, it tells you exactly what you have. So forward collision mitigation, side collision warning, lane departure warning, and active blind spot detection. So forward collision warning, if the car feels that you're gonna crash, and there is a pedestrian or car in front of you, it is going to warn you first, and then it will press on the brakes for you. Side collision warning, you will do the same thing. If you try to switch lanes and there is a car in the blind spot, or a car that you didn't see, it will warn you. You can actually change it if you want the steering intervention to activate. Now if I go down one into lane departure warning, in case you fall asleep or you get distracted, the car will pull you in. Once again, it will pull you into the lane. And you can choose if you sorry, excuse me. I will clean this car after I leave, by the way, to make sure it's fully clean. I will disinfect the whole thing, and I am wearing a mask, just so you guys know. Now the second thing I wanted to show you is the steering intervention. You can turn that on and off. So if you don't want the car to pull you in, you can deactivate it from there. Active blind spot detection. If there is a car on the blind spot, you will see this little light right there. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. There is a little triangle right there. That triangle is going to light up orange to let you know there is a car on the blind spot. So that's how that works. And you can activate the steering intervention, or you can deactivate it too. So those are all the safety features right here. So if it went back to orange, it means that not everything is active. If I go into all on, so you can see it switches back to green. Now down here we got the climate control. So this is just to either cool down your seats or to heat it up. If I click it once, you can adjust it from here. So let's say I want to cool it down. I just press 3 right here. Oh, sorry. I press 3 right here and then off. Now it will actually cool down the seat for me. And as you can see, this went back to blue. You can also, this is for the max, what do you call it, defrost for the front. This is for the back. Right here, you can adjust the direction of the air. So as you can see by pushing that button, it's changing where the air is being directed. Now, this is the automatic. That's actually what I recommend you do. You just press automatic and the car will take care of you. You can select the temperature down here. You can change the fan speed here. This is to go to the menu. So as you can see, it says menu. For that, you have to push up. It will take us here as well. If I go down into AC, it just deactivates the AC. And now I can do the same for this other side. So that's pretty much it for the climate control. Now when I went up and it went to menu, the one thing I do need you to check is you can go down here into preconditioning ventilation. Now you go remote engine start, and then you have to make sure that's activated. That's in case you want to use the remote engine start. Now if we go right below, we would be able to find the cup holders. You can actually cool those down or heat them up. So that's another cool feature. That's the wireless charging. So just by placing your phone in here, it will charge itself. Now something that's new for BMWs, it depends on what phone you have, of course, but you may be able to use your phone as a key. So if you want to start the engine from the phone, with the phone I mean, so you can tap the handle. Let's say this is the handle for the outside. You just tap the handle, it unlocks the doors, you can come in. Then you put the phone right here on the wireless charging and you start the engine normally, and then you can start driving. So that's a cool feature for only 2021s, and not all 2021s, some. Now right here you would be able to find these 4 buttons. The first one is traction. You probably don't want to touch this too often. Then we have the panoramic view. What the panoramic view will do is it will show you a 180-degree view of the front or the back. So whenever you are pulling out of the parking spot, you would be able to see everything in front of you. So instead of having to turn around and trying to see if there is any pedestrian coming or any car driving by, you just push that button and it will show you on the screen. Now right below it we have the parking sensors, so I can click that once, and as you can see it takes us into this area. So it shows you a 180-degree, no, not a 180-degree, a 360-degree view on the side, and it shows you the rear view camera. Now if you want to see a different angle, you can just click this and you can select one of these 3 different cameras. If I choose the one on the right, as you can see, show us how close we are to the blue car right over there, the M2 CS. Now if you want to change it, you can click a different camera and it just changes the direction. The car does have the option to park itself and to back up, so it has the backup assistant. I haven't made a video about that yet, so I will, and I will post it so you guys are up to speed with all that. So I'll make sure I'll show you that later. Now if you want to go out of this area, you just press the P, the parking sensor, and it takes you out. Right below that we have the automatic on and off. This will save some gas. It's supposed to save some gas for you. Whenever you press on the brake and you come to stop, the engine will shut down by itself, and as soon as you press on the gas, it will activate. So if you don't like that feature, you just click that button. You will see the light lit up, and that's to let you know it's not active. Right below we got the on and off engine start. As you can see, it's red. Usually it is a different color, but because this is an X6 Competition, that's why it's red. It makes it more aggressive, more sporty. Now if we go down here, we can adjust the different modes, the exhaust, etc. If I click M mode, you will see that changes. So once again, I'll click M mode. He goes into normal. I click it one more time. He goes into this. So that's a very nice view. Now I actually like it. It's used when you're trying to launch the car. It makes it a little bit easier. Otherwise, you could use this if you're just doing normal driving. Now right here, as you can see, gives us different options. I can select the sport by clicking M mode. It goes into sport, or if I press and hold it, it goes into track. So there you go. So it goes into track. That's what it looks like. This is the one you want to use if you go into the track. Normally I would either use road or sport. Okay, now we'll move into the outer hold right here. Well, that's the exhaust. This is busy. If you click that once and the light lights up, it's going to be extra loud. If you don't want the car to be so loud, you just click it one more time and it's going to stop. Now auto hold, this is going to press on the brakes for you. So if you're driving, you press on the brake and you come to stop, the car is going to hold onto the brakes for you, so the car doesn't start rolling. If you don't like the feature, you just turn that off. Now right below we got the handbrake. So if I go up, you will see that light lights up. And so now some people think that just by pushing it down it's going to go away. It won't right now because the engine is not running. If the engine was running, then it will. Yes. Down here we got the downhill descent. I wouldn't use that one very often. It's usually used when you go off-roading. It will just allow you to have more control of the car. It will slow down the car for you. Now right here in this area, that's the gear shifter. So you can see it looks nice. It has the M stitching on the side. I love the way it looks. It looks very, very sick. Now if you want to use it, right here is how you adjust it. So first you have to make sure you press on the brake. You go to the right to go into drive. Right now the engine is not running, that's why it's not showing that orange light, but it actually will show you an orange light. I won't do it right now because we're inside and I don't want it to be too loud, because this car is super loud. If you want a beast, this is the car you want. But I'll show you pretty much how it works. So if I move this to the right, he goes into drive. If I move it one more time, he goes into sport. If you want reverse, you go down, and then forward, that takes you into reverse. If you just go down to the side, that takes you into neutral. You can change the gear shifting speed down here, and you can also go into park by pushing the P button right here. Something I like about this car is the light right here. It makes it look so nice. There you go. So that's what this car is all about. Right here on the side, we got some shortcuts. So media, communication, navigation, map, online features, and home. So first thing I'll show you, actually I won't go too much into this area. I want to show you here. You can control the screen from here, but to make it easier and so you can see exactly what I'm doing, I'll just use this on the screen. First thing, we got the media. So if I go ahead and click that once, it takes us into all the different music and radio stations, Sirius XM, Spotify, etc. So this is just for the music, as I said before. Now if you want to go back, you can either press this home feature right here, or you can also click home down here. There you go. Then the next one is going to be communication. I'm just going to use the controller to rotate up or down. So I'm gonna go down into communication. This is to connect the phone. So what you do is you go mobile devices, and then you flick this to the right like that to go into that area. And then I click new device, and then phone calls and audio, and that's how you connect your phone. I'm just gonna back up. That's everything on communication. If I go down into navigation, this is where you can just put in the address. You can either use the voice command right here, or you can just say hey BMW, it will pick it up. or you can just type it in manually from here. If I go where to, now you can type things into a BMW in 3 different ways. The first one, you can actually write on this. So if I want to make an R, A, whatever, that's how it works. If you want to delete something, you just make a line backwards. There you go. Now I can rotate this as well and type that. That's a different way to type it. Or as soon as I bring my finger close to the screen, that shows up, so you can type it that way as well. So that's everything for navigation. What I'll do is I'll press, actually before I press home, I wanted to show you something in this area. You can change the map perspective right here. If I go into map settings, you can change it either for facing north, direction of travel, or perspective. Perspective is the one that most customers use. Alright, now I think that's everything for this. I'm just going to press home once again and it will take us out. Now if I go down into car, this is the place where you can customize everything and you can make it your own. So I'm gonna go from the top to the bottom. First thing, we got the driving information. If you click that, it will give you some trip data. So you can see, you can check the sport display, X view, and energy flow. So this is a good place to go if you're very technical and you like to see how your car is performing. Now if I go down into the M menu, you would be able to configure M1 or M2, which are these 2 buttons right here, or you would be able to adjust head-up display. So if you want, so I'm not sure if you can kind of see right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to adjust the height right here. I'm gonna go down into height and then all the way up, and there it is. It's kind of hard to see, but that's exactly where it is. Now whenever I go into sport mode, it will give you a more aggressive look. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that you can adjust on this area. I'm going to go back, vehicle status, I click on that one. This is for all the different just to check how the car is performing, what needs to be done, requires service. So the first one, tire pressure monitor, it tells you everything is okay. Second one, engine oil level, you can measure that when the engine is running. Second one, check control, this is to let me know the hood is open because we're actually charging the car to make sure it doesn't die. And the last one is required service. So for an M car, you will always see this right here, just to remind you your brake service is going to be in so many kilometers. There you go. Now if I go down into settings, first the key fob settings. So I'm gonna go real quick one by one and let you guys know what that's all about. Oh, I think I left the keys. Oh, here they are. Okay. So first thing I wanted to show you is that area. So what I did is I went into key button settings. So if I press the unlock button once, it will only unlock the driver's door. If I press it twice, it unlocks all the doors. If you like it that way, you just leave it the way it is. Sorry, you go right here into driver's door only. If you prefer to unlock all doors with one click, you go down to all doors. Now that's what that is. Second thing I'm going to show you, climate control. If you want to start the engine from the phone or from the key, this is where you activate it. I already showed you how to do this, so I'm going to skip this area. Something else that the car has is fragrance. This means that there is a little cartridge you can put inside the car. I'll make a future video showing you how to install it. It will actually make the car smell very, very nice. You can have 2 different fragrances right here, and you can change the level if you want it to be higher or lower. Right now we haven't put anything in, that's why this is showing up. Now right here we got the seat comforts. I actually won't go through this too much. Interior lighting, you can change the color on the inside of the car. I'm just going to go all the way up so you guys can see it better. And now for the color, I'm going to choose blue as an example. So if I click blue, so you can see all that turns blue, blue, blue. Right here, blue, blue. So it looks very, very nice. You can also change it to green. You can change it to lilac. You can change it to orange. So you get multiple choices. Right now I'm just gonna leave it as blue. There you go. So that's what that is. Now door access, this is another area I would like you guys to check. First thing, folding mirrors. If you want the mirrors to fold, you just activate that, and just by locking the car, the mirrors will fold. I won't activate it yet because I know some customers like to see the mirrors unfolded. Now comfort access. This means that if you want the car to lock or unlock just by walking to it, as long as you have the keys, this is what you activate. So unlock when approaching, that means that when you come to the car with the key, it will unlock by itself. Lock when walking away, just by walking away, the car will lock by itself. There you go, that's what that is. You can also change the height of the tailgate. So right now it's at the highest, I can bring it lower if needed. So there you go, that's how that works. Digital key. So I don't believe the digital key is here with me right now. I'm just gonna check in here as well. Oh, actually here it is. This is the digital key. I showed it to you guys on a previous video. This is the same as any normal key. It will allow you to lock the car, unlock the car, and start the engine. If you want to start the engine with the key, you put it right here in the while charging, and then you start the engine normally. If you want to activate it, you just put it in here. This message shows up, and you press activate. There you go. That's exactly how you do it. It's very easy, very simple. There you go. That's everything on this area. I'm just going to keep going. Display. This is if you want to change the head-up display, change the height, but we already did that, so I'm going to skip that area. Everything else I would just leave it. Second thing I actually wanted to check is general settings. I'm going to go into date and time, and I'll select automatic time setting. It takes a few seconds. This means that whenever there is a time change, the car is going to do it by itself. This counts if you go to a different province or if it's just a normal change for winter or summer. So there you go. It right now tells me it is 5:30, almost time to go home. Now, if I go down, all of this you will be able to change and modify. There you go. Now, one thing that I wanted to make sure you guys checked as well is the data privacy. If you go into all services, the one at the top, it will allow you to get the most out of your car. Now, as all the features, so I'll just go into individual. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I go back into car, settings, general settings, data privacy. Now, if I go into individual selection, this is everything that your BMW will be able to do. If you don't have that active, if you don't have all services, it will not allow you to get all of this. So you just make sure you click that. Okay, that's everything on this area. I know this was a lot of information, but we're very close to being done. Actually, the owner's manual, this is another thing I wanted to show you. You can select it right here, and you can actually watch a video. If I press operating tips, you will actually be able to learn about your BMW just by watching something. So this is a quick example. You can also increase the volume or decrease the volume. There you go. So that's something you guys get. I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. It's 30 minutes, quite long. So yeah, I'll just leave it there. Something else I forgot to show you guys. I'm just gonna press home. Actually, I'll show you later. For now, that's car. I think we're done on that area. And then apps, this is another place I will go to. This is if you want to connect Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it will give you some extra options, some extra services. The one that I wanted to show you will be Drive Recorder. If I activate this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and check that and start setup. Now, this is a dash cam, so there are going to be cameras all around the car, the front, the back, side. In case there is an accident, this is going to activate and you will be able to see who was at fault, what happened. It will record 20 seconds before the accident and 20 seconds after the accident. So that's if it's automatic. If you want to record manually, I'm just going to activate it quickly. 20 seconds, and then okay. If you want to record manually, what you do is you press and hold the panoramic view. If I press and hold this, it will start recording for me. I won't do it though. I'll just leave it the way it is. Now this you can actually change as well. So let's say I go to the side and you want the tire data over here to be changed. You can press and hold it. Now you press the middle. You press the middle and you would be able to change it to any other thing that you want. So let's say we want the M setup. I can click that and I can click done right here. There you go. So we already got a setup here, but that's whatever. That's pretty much what you can do from this area. Now, one thing I want to show you, if I go into media and I can choose FM as an example, you can control the volume with some hand gestures. So if I go like this,
pickles or asparagus, I think that
I can do it by rotating my hand. So once again, I'll rotate clockwise,
a diamond necklace.
counterclockwise. If you want to mute it, you do this. Do it once again to unmute. If you want to change station, you go like this. If you want to go back, that's how that works. Now, if you want to go home, this is a funny one. You just do this, and it takes you home. I have to put in. I haven't saved my home address, but that's how that works. Now, last feature you can use with the hand is right here. If I go into the P for the parking sensors, oh, I didn't click it. There you go. This is what shows up. I can move this over here on the side. I can select 3D view, and I can actually use my hand to rotate the car. So as you can see, that's how that works. So it's a neat feature. It works great. I like it a lot. And there you go. That's pretty much everything for the car. One more thing I forgot to show you. Right here is where you get the garage door opener. You can open the garage from there, and you can control the sunroof from this area. So this sunroof will give you the lights. So as you can see, it is also blue. Now, I think that's everything for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if it was too much information. I didn't plan to make it this long, and I actually didn't go through everything. There is still a lot of information about the car that I skipped on purpose to make it as short as possible. Now, if you guys have any questions, if you want me to do a different car, let me know. I am the product genius of BMW, so I do know quite a lot about the cars. So my phone number is 403-629-1302. I am actually moving into sales right now, so if you are interested in buying a BMW, let me know as well. I will be able to help you out with that. I'm gonna try to post at least 3 videos per week. So once again, my name is Santiago. I am the product genius / sales advisor of BMW, and I think that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Bye bye.